Good morning, fifth graders. Today we are going to work on simplifying and reducing fractions. We are going to be doing this page, simplifying and reducing fractions. There's a bunch of fractions that are words, and then some that are written as numbers. All right, so the basic idea of simplifying fractions. So remember, when we did this in class, let's say let's start nice and easy. We have the fraction 2/4. Okay, you're thinking about common factors, the largest common factor between those two numbers. And we know that 2 and 4, the common factor is 2. So we're going to divide the numerator and denominator by that largest common factor to get our reduced fraction 1/2. Now, when we're looking at larger numbers, let's just look at larger numbers. Let's say I have a fraction 35/49. Okay, that's a larger fraction. If some of you might know the factors off the top of your head, and you might be able to identify pretty quickly. And others of you might not know that yet. That's okay. So an easy trick is our factor rainbows. So the factors of 35 are 1 and 35. 2 is not a factor. 3 is not a factor. 4 is not a factor. 5 is a factor. 5 times 7. Okay, the factors of 35, 1, 5, 7, and 35. The factors of 49, 1 times 49. 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. 5, no. 6, no. 7. And 7 times 7. So the factors of 49 are 1, 7, and 49. And now the greatest factor that's the same is that 7. So we're going to divide by 7. All right, so we're going to make a equivalent fraction, equivalent reduced fraction. All right, 35 divided by 7 and 49 divided by 7. There's our reduced fraction. All right, so we're going to do that today. We're going to reduce our fractions. We're going to divide by the largest common factor of those fractions. So go ahead and first look at this page, the simplified fractions. We're going to reduce each fraction to the lowest term. Okay, so we got to remember we're finding our largest common factor. All right, so the first one we look at is 6/18. 6/18. What could I divide both 6 and 18 by to make my lowest and most simplified fraction? Could I divide by 2? Yep. Could I divide by 3? Yep. There's also a larger number. Some of you might have identified that already. What about 6? Okay. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Okay, what would happen if I was reducing 6/18 and I divided by 2? And I got 3/9. Is that my most simplified fraction? No. Okay. If I did that and if I divide by 2 and I got 3/9, I know I'm not done and I need to continue to reduce. Okay. So either I go and reduce by a bigger factor, or then I need to reduce by 3. Okay. 3/15. I know that 3 is a factor of both of those. So I can reduce by 3's and get 3 divided by 3 and 15 divided by 3. Okay, 10/30. What can I divide by? That one's pretty obvious, huh? We're going to divide by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 30 divided by 10 is 3. Okay, so you're practicing that on this page. And then your next page, you're doing the same thing, but these fractions are in word form, so you first need to write the fraction correctly. So the first one, it says 30/35. 30/35. So 30/35. Okay, so after you write the fraction correctly, then you would go ahead and reduce it. Okay, so on this one, I know that 5 is a factor, so I'm going to divide by 5. I got 6 sevenths. Okay, this one says 14 21st. 14 21st. Okay, both of those are multiples of 7, so let's try and dividing by the factor 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 21 divided by 7 is 3. There's my reduced fraction. Okay? So you're going to do both of those today. You're going to practice these that are already written in numerical form, and then you're going to practice using the fraction words, writing your fraction correctly, and reducing. Okay? Please give me a call or a text if you have any questions about this.